Oh my god.
And away we go!
Hello guys, welcome to Under the Table. So today I'll be analyzing Mas vs Nugo Chikazde match and the recent King of the Table 14. If you are interested to watch the full match, link in the description down below. Considering the massive size difference between Mas and Nugo, it's quite spectacular to see Nugo winning this match quite convincingly. So let's look at the first round here. Going to a referee's grip. You can really see the big massive frame difference between Mas and Nugo here. Mas' hand is just so much taller, so much bigger.
This guy has power in space. He can be tight. Come on, Mas.
It seems like Matt did start a little bit earlier. Going for a low strap. You my dog, that's what Nugo said. So now they are in straps. Referee grip as well. Getting their shoulders squared here. Palms down. Okay, before we let the goal happen, look at the position of both athletes, right? To really understand why Mas lost the match. You can see Mas has to place his elbow a little bit further as compared to Nugo because of how tall his hand is. He's in an extreme low hand position here, you can see, right? He's fully low handed, his riser is dropping. You can also see that this Turkish ref, look at his fucking fingers here, right? Look at that. He is actively clamping down Mas' riser here, forcing him to be low. Not sure how much pressure he's applying, but even just having the finger there blocking Mas is forced to grab and be at a lower position in the setup, which I think is terrible. Look at how vertical Nugo's arm is. Let me change my color here. So his elbow is probably around here. Just look at the general arm direction. Pretty vertical, right? Almost perpendicular to the table. We look at Mas. Let me draw it in blue. It is 45 degrees towards Nugo's head. So this actually makes a massive difference, especially if the riser dump here. Mas' low hand top rail will not work that well against Nugo. Nugo goes for the drive. Mas attacked first, but was stopped by Nugo's. You can see Mas initiate the attack first. He actually got a better position. It's slightly towards. It looks like it's slightly towards Matt's A side, attacking side of his table. Nugo is just bracing up, posting high, trying to absorb the heat. You can see his riser, his hand is above Matt's hand here. Matt's hand is over here. Nugo's finger is here as compared to Matt's finger. Matt's finger is at the back of Nugo's hand. So in this case, what happens is that Mas is holding on to Nugo, right? Because he has a lower position, he's forced to grip onto Nugo. Full back pressure and everything. Nugo has a higher position here. Nugo is able to keep his knuckle high and everything. Pronation, back pressure. And that's the thing about Mas being so low and almost diagonal in the setup, right? Because when he applies his low hand top row and he's pulling backwards, the pressure is over here. And you can see that Nugo's bottom two finger sort of slightly cracked back. His hand is probably flattened out. But because of how the position is, He's only really attacking that bottom finger, and Nugo still has his top two fingers that are so tightly secured. And he has his riser and everything. You can see his arm position compares to Matt Mars here. Nugo is very strong in this position. Because of his setup, right? Matt Mars has to have so much force, and he needs to be able to get his wrist and everything cupped in order to top roll Nugo at that position. But Nugo has such a strong back pressure. If you look at his training video, his barbell curls and everything, crazy amount of weights, you can see how Matt Mars' hand is already buckling here. He's unable to hold on to Nugo's riser and his hand, his back pressure. With Nugo's setup, Nugo was able to sort of equalize the height difference between these two athletes. This entire match, you'll see that actually Nugo has a very strong back pressure and center of table.
I wasn't fucking worried about it.
Didn't Matt just recently got a hair transplant? Seems like he's balding again, right? Nugo goes straight for a hook for round 2. That's crazy. That's the thing about Nugo, right? And that's the thing about Nugo and like Georgian athletes in general. Very versatile. They can do hook, they can do top roll. And like you can't really tell from Nugo's position, like if he's going for a hook or a top roll. He stands like a very neutral position. Shoots go straight for a hook. Wow. So they have a bit of argument on that. Nugo started a little bit early, reviewing the match, taking up 5 minutes to review a match. Okay, so I think they gotta reset round 2. I think the score is 0-1, right? Yeah. You need to give them 5 minutes to change the score, man. Okay, so this is still round 2. I'll skip to the straps after the slip. Adjusting the wrist. This position from Matt is so much better. Look at how he is so deep into Nugo's hand. They sort of just stop out of nowhere. Matt able to get the higher ground. He's able to rise through his hand, and now you can see the effect of the setup position from round 1 compared to round 2, right? Round 1, Nugo hand is so high above Matt. He's forced to hold on. Now it's the opposite position where Matt hand is higher. Nugo is forced to hold on to Matt, and this is the position that Matt wants. You can see the elbow foul right off the start. Nugo realizes that it's a bad position. I don't know why the referee is not calling the foul. What is he looking at? Is he like thinking about his dinner or lunch? You know, gets a foul, doesn't call it. Nugo has to look at the referee, stop arm wrestling. Apparently, Nugo got a foul, and Matt Mars got the round. So let's Pauline caressing Matt's hand. Okay, a bit more fair, you know, but Nugo seems to be a bit stronger in that regard. Let's watch that again. Okay, so I think Matt Mars was able to initiate his attack a bit faster. You know, he get his cup, his pronation in, but wasn't able to fully capitalize on it. And Matt is like doing his standard low hand top roll. This time he's holding on to Nugo's hand, but I think Nugo is just a lot stronger. You can see from this position, he can reverse purely with his side pressure, back pressure, everything, clamping down. I can see from this position, if you watch it in slow-mo here, same thing, right? Nugo's hand is so much vertical compared to Matt's hand, which is like 45 degree. I think that's one of the curves between like super tall level versus super short level. And you can see he tries and goes for like a touching top row, engaging. He's squeezing his pronation, clamping down onto Matt's hand and just driving sideways and going backwards as well. Matt actually try and shoot forward to get his elbow behind his hand to use his side pressure to block Nugo, but Nugo quickly get his cup and just go for the pin. Into the third round in the straps. Yeah, Matt Mas is complaining about how the referee is pushing his hand down. We can see here that, you know, a lot of times I noticed that the referee consistently push Matt's hand down. I feel that it's kind of weird because your job as a referee is to reinforce rule, right? Not to make biased decisions. I think some people may like it to make this type of decisions to make the match more fair, but if the athlete is not going against the rule, you shouldn't do this kind of thing, right? Your job is to reinforce the rule. If they don't break the rule, then so be it. You know, the athlete should be fighting another athlete, not fighting against the rules and the ref and stuff like that. You can see he's consistently holding down, and usually, you know, and he's not only just holding down, his finger is like blocking Matt's hand and pushing it down. It doesn't seem that way, but you look at the hand position, right? It's like blocking the hand. I'm pretty sure he's applying some pressure or something like that. Nugo actually does a very good job of protecting his setup, right? Look at how tall his setup is. Almost pointing to the fucking ceiling, my friend. And look at Matt Mas. You have to take into account he's like doing a low hand. It's like vertical, right? Even in the setup right off the bat, Matt Mas is already holding on to Nugo's hand. Yep, I'll start a little bit faster.
Don't know what the fuck you're saying, man. Like, English. Yeah, what? Means nothing to me.
I disagree.
Pauline at the back with his cheeky little smirk.
Disagree. It is driving mad.
The camera. God damn, my friend. Look at the cameraman. He's like laughing his ass off. Bro is getting paid to laugh his ass off, man. That's nice. That's cool. That's cool.
Crazy. Whatever it matters.
Yep. I think because of his training as well, a lot like Devon, purely hand-based training, you know, pronation, cupping, rising. Nugo is more well-rounded, a lot of like heavy side pressure, bicep training. Does do, you know, hand training as well, but the side pressure is super important for this match that Nugo was able to utilize very amazingly. So yeah, if you enjoy watching this video of the deep dive analysis of Nugo versus Matt Mas, subscribe because I'll be analyzing the other athlete matches and let me know what are the other contents you would like to watch, right? If you would like to watch, like for example, I was thinking like maybe an arm wrestling handle tier list and stuff like that. If it interests you and you would like to watch that kind of video, let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, have a good one, stay strong, and love arm wrestling, right?